Hey everyone, it's been over a week, so I'm a little behind, and I'm aware of that. I've been thinking about doing this video for several days, every time I think about it, I start getting, I don't know, self-conscious about like needing to take a shower first or uh, having other things going on first. Cats are always a reason for things. Anyway, so some big things happened in the past week regarding my journey to make Stay Tuned into a big a bigger show. Um, I moved the show to YouTube. That's been officially happening now for 2 weeks, which is great. Um, let's see what else. I had a great interview. I think I already mentioned this before, but I can't remember what I wrote or what I talked about last. Um, and then this past week, I went to two different networking events. One of them was a one I do every month, which is for the Austin, like it's like a Austin entertainment business. It's a film thing. The other one was called Podocalypse, Texas Podocalypse, and they I guess they move the location around every time they have it. They have it every, I don't know, 3 or 4 months. I've got like a cat right there in a box, by the way. Cat in a box. Poke, poke, poke. Um, so this time happened to be in Austin, and in the past it's been in Houston and Dallas. I've never been to it before, and I was fortunate enough to be considered a co-host for it. Apologies if the light is flickering above. I'm gonna see if I can fix that real quick. There we go. Anyway, I'll sit on this cat's tail. So that was really good. Met some new people. Got the word out there about Stay Tuned. You know, made some very solid connections with people that I hope I can keep talking with them. And then I started doing this thing where I made a 20-second commercial for the next episode of the show. And I want to do that every week now, and I want to try to get sound bites from every episode and put a sound bite up later in the week. That way I've got a commercial happening a few days before the show, and then a few days after the show I've got a sound bite. And then in between that I have the live show, and then of course the posting of the finished podcast. So it should give me essentially 4 postings every week, which should be pretty consistent. That's the idea. Sticking to that will be, of course, the challenge, as always. And on Friday, Saturday, I'm leaving to go to Sicily for almost 2 weeks, which is pretty big. I've never done anything like that before, and I'm pretty excited about it. But before I go, I didn't want to leave a bunch of stuff unfinished, and I know when I come back, I'm gonna have like maybe 2 or 3 days before I do another episode, and I don't want to come back to a bunch of work. I just know that I'm not gonna want to do it because I'll probably be jet lagged and whatever. Because time zone differences, it's pretty dramatic. Like, I think what would be 9 o'clock at night here is like 4 a.m. there. So I'm working on completing the next interview that I've already recorded. I'm just creating it as a listenable interview, and that way when I come back, all I have to do is just kind of mentally prepare for the show. I won't have really anything to do. Maybe a tiny bit of writing, just a little bit. But I might even do that before I leave also. So my goal is to have pretty much the entire show, if not the entire show, have it ready to go. And then when I come back, I'll be able to just put the show on instead of having to do any work for it. I think that'll be really an easy way for me to ease myself back in. And I'm probably just going to try to do a couple of videos here and there when I'm in Sicily. I will post them to this YouTube channel, and you guys can, follow along with my madcap adventures. I have only one souvenir goal, in mind, and that is some sort of comic book printed in Italian to bring back with me. If I find anything else that's cool, of course I'll keep an eye out for it. But I don't want to. I'm not looking for too much other than taking some great photos, making some great memories, and bringing back maybe a couple comic books that I can't read. Because I'm not reading the ones I buy right now, so I might as well have them printed in a foreign language. Anyway, that's just because I've been putting things off. All right, well, that should do it for this week's update. Thanks for staying with me all these weeks. This has been really, it's been good. It's been good for consistency. It's been nice to have people, understand a little bit of what I'm experiencing behind the scenes. I'm well aware that my persona when I'm on is a little bit different than when I'm doing these videos, and I was hesitating to do these videos because of that. I didn't think anybody would really care to know that there's a lot of stress and concern, even though I'm absolutely enjoying the process, and I love what I'm putting out, regardless of those facts. There's a lot of things on my mind, and I assume that will be that way possibly indefinitely, certainly until I get my finances figured out, and again, a lot of that comes from just exposure. So I'm hoping to maybe even get some people in Europe aware of what I'm doing. I've gotten some amazing kind words and feedback from one of the, well, actually from more than one of the celebrity guests that I've interviewed. Really amazing things, and I got a vote of confidence recently from one of my guests, who really appreciated the way the show came together. It's done me real good in here to hear that, and to hear people tell me that I'm doing something that they recognize as inspirational. Inspiring people wasn't what I set out to do, but I'm honored to do it. And I only want to keep integrity and quality in the forefront of my mind. Of course, I want to have fun, but my ultimate goal is that what I'm putting out there is something of value. That it's not just another piece of media to watch when you're bored. That's my goal. And that's always been my goal with anything I create. So, with that, I will end this video. It's a little longer than I thought it would be, but that's okay. All right, have a great week, and when next I make a video, I will be in Sicily or Italy. We'll find out.